Okay, welcome. This is year one, level one of Lord of the Rhythms. It's a rhythm packet series that I created to help students get better at rhythm and to see where they should be after certain years in their knowledge of rhythm. Um, we're going to go through how this is set up, and we're also going to go through level one on this video. So, how these are set up. At the top, right here, there will always be a description of what the new rhythm on the page is. Then, these are all titled 1A, 1B, and then 1 test, 1 composition. Anything with a letter is a practice exercise, and for the most part, the counting is written in. When we get to the test, that is what you are supposed to do on your own. That's a practice yourself. Okay? And so you'll write in the counting below on each one, and it basically is just a copy of what we have here. Okay, so use these as examples for doing this. Then we have a composition. So composition means we get to write our own rhythm. Pay careful attention to the instructions. Don't forget to write your time signature. I will do examples of these every video. So basically, these are going to be using whatever rhythms we learn on this page. Okay? All right. Let's also start by talking about our time signature. So these are time signatures. Will have talked about this in class by now. But this, for right now, in this first year, it's always going to be a 4 on the bottom. So the number on the top is what we're concerned with. And that tells us how many beats. So right now we're in common time, which is this C. And it means 4/4. So it means we have 4 beats in each measure. Let me adjust my pen quickly. Okay, so let's get into how we do this rhythm. So our first rhythm is a whole note, and it lasts for a whole measure of 4/4. That's why it's called a whole note. And we have a whole rest. So a whole note is just basically an open circle. It has no stem, and it's going to take up this whole measure, okay, because it lasts 4 beats. Then our whole rest, which I call the magic hat, hangs down from the line. And make sure you fill these in. Here's what they actually look like. This is my poor handwriting. Okay, so we have a whole note and a whole rest. 4 beats only, it's going to take up a whole measure. So each measure only can fit one of these because they last for 1, 2, 3, 4 beats. So the way we're going to write the counting is we're going to start, we're not going to write 4 below it. We're going to write 1, 2, 3, 4 because those are the beats that we're going to be counting. Okay? So we can see here we are going to play and hold for 4 measures. And then at the bar line we're going to stop. So we cut off right on beat 1. Then we're going to rest for 4 measures. So we've got to make sure we count 1, 2, 3, 4. I always put rests in parentheses. Then we get to the next measure, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, we're holding. And then we cut off on 1, and there's a rest until the end. And the double bar right here means that we are done. Okay, so let's clap and count the first one. Okay? Actually, let's say it. So the way we say these is 2. And we're going to 2, ooh, ooh, ooh. So we just want to emphasize that this is on 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll say rest 4 times for this because we're resting for 4 beats. I like to say rest 2, 3, 4, so I'll do that. So this would be rest 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's do this one. We're going to say it. Ready, go. 2, rest 2, 3, 4. 2, rest 2, 3, 4. And that's the exercise. So after we're done saying it, now we're going to clap it. So this will go 1, 2, 3, 4, rest 2, 3. Make sure you rub your hands together. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest 2, 3, 4. And we're done with that. Then you're going to play it on your instrument with me. Ready? one on any note you want, whichever note you like. Ready, go. 1, 2. Good. Okay, hopefully you did that right. If you didn't, you can rewind it. Let's move on to one beat. Again, we can see the countings written in 1, 2, 3, 4. Because this is a whole note. Again, we're in common time. It means the same thing as 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 with a rest. So 4 beats of rest and then 4 beats of playing. And we're actually going to let's set an actual metronome this time. That feels a bit fast. So you can just type metronome into Google and it'll come up and you can just do it yourself. It's good to practice with a metronome. All right, so we're at about 80 beats per minute right now. You can do most of these exercises at 80 beats per minute. If you want to challenge yourself, speed it up. Also, if you want to challenge yourself, slow it down. All right, here we go. Let's say it first. Ready, go. 2, 2. Rest, rest. 2. And we're done. Okay, clap and count it. Again, rub those hands together to remind you that you're holding it. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to play it. So get your instrument ready. Get ready to play whatever note you want. Try not to squeak. Make sure you're holding it really steady. It's kind of like a long tone exercise. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. And that's the end. All right. Now, on the test, this is your job. You're going to write in the counting. I will do the first one for you. So, again, I'll do the first 2. This is a note. So we're not going to put it in parentheses. It's a whole note. It lasts for 4 beats. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So once we have 4 beats, we know we have a bar line. And after a bar line, the counting always resets, so we're on 1. So again, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. But since it's a rest, we put it in parentheses. All right. You can work on that on your own. Finish that. Do these 2. Let's talk about composition. So compose a rhythm in 4/4 time using whole note, only whole notes and whole rest. So only these 2 rhythms. Okay? Don't forget to write your time signature. Okay, so let's write our time signature. You can write 4/4, or if you want to get fancy, you can write a C. I'll do 4/4. Okay. So basically, since they last for 4 beats and we can only have 1 per measure, we're basically choosing, do we want a rest or do we want a whole note in this whole thing? Try not to do a whole rest, or try not to do all whole rests. That's lame. All right, so I'm going to start with a whole note, and I'll write my counting in just to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 4 beats? Yes. So we satisfy the time signature, and we got a bar line now. And our counting resets. Let's do a rest right here. Hangs down from the line, whole rest. 4 beats of rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put it in parentheses. Let's do a whole note. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a whole note. And we're writing music. You can write a title up here. Think of something dumb. Like, holy cow. That's lame. Dad joke right there. There you go. So this is holy cow. And then you can perform it yourself. And that's level 1.